YouTube. This is React City. I'm John.
I'm Rogue Ziki.
And this is...
To the Eternity, episode 9. Last time, we left off.
Oh, we got back, Gugu.
Gugu's back.
Monster Brothers.
Monster Brothers forever.
And he feels loved.
Yeah.
Except, Fushi probably is just like, nah, I need you to do things.
Yeah. I'm wondering how much
Raise me.
Fushi's gonna be like, hey, you are my brother, or if we're gonna see an apology in this episode. I hope so, because he kind of deserves one.
Yeah, and he's growing emotions.
Yeah.
Growing them. Like, he realized that putting fire on my hand was not nice. Mm-hmm. And I didn't appreciate gonna skulk in a corner now. Mm-hmm. Not worried.
He didn't care he was gone for days.
Yeah, so he has like the negative one. Can he realize a positive one?
Mm-hmm. Perhaps.
Yeah, because he's not very... He's protective of the people who take care of him, but he's not very appreciative of the things that have been done for him so far. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Love is a hard one to grasp.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll grow some love in this episode. Guys, remember to hit the like button. Remember to hit the subscribe button. Also, check out our Patreon in the description to see these episodes a whole week early, as well as the uncut version of these episodes. Let's get right into the show. Discussion!
Yes.
Yeah! So, we start off, Fushi's got breaks. It's just a social
Crazy
experiment,
Yeah.
man.
They're being monsters together, and he just wants to get back at all the people who were like, just like, oh, creepy. So he just wants to look.
Yeah, he's not even working.
No.
They have no money for food.
Yeah, he was literally starving to death.
They haven't eaten in a few days.
For my last act, I shall give you all heart attacks.
Oh, and then Fushi learns how to make food.
Yes. He'll never starve.
Mm-hmm.
Because I guess the food gives him, it was stimulating enough to be like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so eating counts.
Or maybe it was a stimulation of Gugu is really sick and he worried, maybe?
Maybe. Yeah, because emotional stimulation was enough.
Yeah.
Any sort of emotional stimulation. So, yes, he can change into people who have died because that was a strong stimulation to change his whole form, but he can create anything that gives him any other type of stimulation.
Yeah, I think it's that. But yeah, there's a big gap, and then the girl comes, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Gugu starts teaching him about what death is.
Yeah, and then we have the death fake out.
Yes,
That was
Ridiculous.
because Google is just I figured they could do that there because like not Google. Fushi is just learning what death is like empty.
Yeah.
What else? How else can you explain it in a way that he'd understand? Like their essence is gone.
Yeah.
And he didn't even try to like wake him up. He like doesn't know how to check. You know.
From his perspective, he's not sure where the line is drawn.
Right. Sleeping.
all he knows is that they feel empty because apparently he can feel people things.
Yes. Yes. That's not apparently. We knew that from like the bear. Remember, he spoke for the bear.
Yes.
It was like arigato, and he was feeling somewhere else. He was feeling someone's pain. Or was it just the bear? Maybe it was just the bear.
When the guy got stabbed in the prison and the guy was going, "It died."
Oh yeah, he learned. Yeah.
And then Rien pops in, all of the tension disappears. I'm like, oh my gosh.
That was like, oh my gosh. Yes.
How dare this show do this to me?
They know they can do it.
They know what they're doing.
Yes.
They're using it to their advantage.
And then we get a little bit of a backstory for Rihanna as well. Rihanna.
Yeah, I mean, she's spoiled, but at the same time, she's stifled.
Yeah, I think she's just a little stifled.
Everyone's constantly on her for every single thing that she does. She just wants to be independent. But yeah.
They're
kind of running her life. And
like
she
a doll, pretty much.
Yeah.
Her favorite color is purple. And they're like, no, green's your favorite color. We're green. It's the family color.
It's like, you guys can't mix it up.
A little purple sash.
I mean, they're, what do you call them, complementary colors.
Yeah.
Green and purple, you can bob and weave it in there. And then we see the terrible wound.
Yes.
That she's so devastated about. I was like, this can go two different ways.
Yes, it could be terrible or it could be super nothing.
Yeah, and then she was like, maybe you'll
Feel better.
Feel better that yours isn't so bad.
Yeah.
And then Gugu he's not threatened or nothing. He's like, that's nothing.
Yeah.
You little twit.
Also in an easily covered up spot too.
Yeah.
Bothers you.
I mean,
It's on his face.
She can even wear like one of those cool arm cuffs.
Armbands.
Yeah, I always loved arm cuffs.
I mean, like I was two minds about it. It is nothing, but again, it's like perspective.
Yeah.
Like she knows nothing about this world.
Yeah.
It's very stifling. So for her, it is stifling.
Yeah.
The pain she's feeling and worry she's feeling is real. You know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, so for her, it was so extreme that she didn't want anybody to see it, and it really matters to her because later on, when Fushi runs off and she shows him the wound, she doesn't cover it up and she walks around the market with it. When Fushi shows up later, she immediately grabs her arm.
Oh, I
when
missed
Fushi's
it.
there,
Oh, I
and she
missed
hides
it.
it.
Oh, that's the love triangle.
Yeah.
Oh,
What? Oh, because she cares about Fushi. Yeah.
because
Yeah.
what's his name?
Yeah.
Gugu doesn't want to show her his interest. She doesn't want to show Fushi.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's also like a degree of comfort there.
Comfort.
Where
Yeah.
she kind of, at this point, knows that it's okay to show him. And yes, because of the love triangle thing, but, you know, it just goes to show that it does matter to her. Even if there are two very different things, it's the same pain they're both feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's from the crops, they said.
The crops.
Yes. Also, nobody apparently. I guess that makes sense now. Why this boy gets smashed in the face by a log and nobody saw.
Yeah.
All they know is somebody pushed her. She knows somebody pushed her, but she doesn't know why. Like I guess he did go over a thing. Nobody saw. No. Nobody heard him yelling.
A giant log.
Or hearing him. He was like, Abinai, watch out. Nobody heard.
Sound of
Nothing.
a watermelon getting crushed.
Why'd you have to do that? Why'd you do that?
I don't know. Same reason why they faked everyone out.
Because you can.
But so I'm piecing together something. Everybody has black hair. Everybody. Even the regular store owners and everything like that. Except for Reen, who has blondish hair. And they have different features. I'd say they almost have like European looking features, and the clothes they wear is very different from everybody else. So I'm wondering if we also saw the rails of the train tracks. So it isn't our world, but I'm wondering if we're seeing a similar world to the world where Japan was getting slowly modernized and train tracks were coming in. So there is a highly industrialized world out there. It's just not here. Maybe Reen's from that
Like
part of another part of the world.
They're on an island.
Yes.
So it would be slower getting to them.
Alternate Japan, you know. And also, I'm wondering if Gugu and his brother are like related to somebody, like they're maybe the bastards of some noble who came around, because they have the blonde hair.
Yeah.
But their eyes kind of have somewhat Asianish features, so maybe like they're half Asian.
That is a good point. Yeah.
They have no family that they know of, you know. Gugu wouldn't know.
The brother would know. And I now that we're like we had him tell this story and we get a little bit more, I guess, care for his brother.
Yeah.
I feel like they'll bring the brother back now. Before I was like, nah, that was the last time we see him. But now I'm feeling like there's a chance for reconciliation. Maybe more closure than Gugu has right now.
And the people that they were working for previously were very well to do. They had enough room where they could let these two people sleep in the house. So I'm wondering if they're connected to like a rich circle that these kids, they didn't want them, and so you guys take care of them for a while, then you guys, and they just moved around or something like that.
Maybe.
It seems like a very high level spot to have these two servants, one that can barely handle himself, just a baby pretty much.
Yeah.
And he can stay with you guys for a little
His
while.
whole job is playing with
The twins,
who are
yeah.
mean but still play with him.
And he was so young, like he has no idea.
Yeah.
He's been with them maybe since he was a baby.
Yeah. Like, why would they take that in?
And also they were very nice. Like even though they were workers for them, they allowed them to eat with them and enjoy their birthday cake or whatever. And they were very nice. It's like, what are you two waiting for? Come on over. Even though the older one knows the rules, he's like, no, we wait until we're actually called. They treat them nicely, but they just didn't take them with them when they moved.
And the mother took care of him like he was her kid.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to talk about really quick. We passed this section when the girl comes, Reen comes. Fushi's like, you showed your face to me. Why would you? And then he's like, your heart goes weird.
Your heart hurts
Your
every
heart
time.
hurts every time. It's like you emasculate me better.
Oh, fine.
There's something going on here. I don't know what.
I think this is how he's gonna learn what love is.
Maybe.
It's through Google.
Google sacrificed himself to save Reen and dies.
No, I mean through sensing his emotions. Sensing his emotions.
All right.
You forgot that. You just talked about watermelon. Yeah. I think he'll like pick up on his emotions more, especially since he's connecting to him more and more now.
Yeah.
He could like start to understand. Wait a minute. There's emotions for Rain here. What are these emotions?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. He might come across like just fraternal love first though, because he's really close with Fushi Google at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he'd be a little upset. He doesn't seem like he is. He's kind of moved past that. At least he seems like it. It might come up later.
And then where is it here? Yeah. Then in the marketplace, Reen gets captured by a thug.
Just picks up and walks away.
It's like,
But everybody was like, oh, it's okay.
She ran away again.
Yeah, it's fine.
And then Gugu with that awesome back of the knee. Not enough people kick back to the kick of the back.
Very strong.
Very useful.
Yeah.
Knocked to the ground.
Effective. Yeah. And the way he caught her too made sense. Because sometimes in anime, just like kick them and then suddenly the person lands on their feet, and I'm like, that doesn't make sense.
You can tell the artist thought about this. Okay, what's the logistics of this move? What's gonna happen?
Yeah.
That was cute.
I enjoyed that.
I wrote Aladdin for that scene.
Aladdin, right? Because that's what.
Yeah. Got a little Babu. Babu was his name, right? The monkey in Aladdin.
Babu was it?
I thought it was Babu.
Yeah, Babu.
Yeah.
And then we see them walking in the forest. I knew something was gonna happen. It's like, walk in the forest, walk in the opening. Yeah. But then what happened when they were walking in the opening was that they got caught, and then they had to run in the forest. Dang it.
Yeah, and Fushi has to learn because I mean, he
the master was trying to warn him.
He was trying to warn him. He needs to learn not necessarily to just outright trust the master. I didn't know what's going on with that.
Right.
But be more careful. With the forest.
Yeah, I mean, he was scared of the forest. Of it. Yeah, but he didn't try to learn, and that's what the master was saying. Yeah. He didn't gain anything from the last battle. And he needs to learn something quickly.
Or even in the downtime. Like, there are things out there that can hurt you. You should have been preparing or getting ready or be alert when you're going through the forest. And he did none of that.
No. But he really is very immature still. He doesn't know how to think about danger properly. Like, he only knows, like you said before, he only knows protect people that he has some sort of connection to. Yeah. Like, you hurt people I like. Down with you.
Down with you, yeah.
Responsive, but he doesn't prepare.
Speaking of which, I was so scared when Gugu's like, Fushi, go take care of her. It's like, no, don't take care of her.
He only knows how to bite lethal places.
But apparently not. He's taught him.
He learned from Loki and, what's his name? Loki and Thor, get help. Just throw a child.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember Get Help?
Oh yeah, Loki said he hates Get Help.
Their plan where he has Loki over his shoulder. He's like, "Help, my brother! Quickly get help!" And he just throws Loki into the guards.
That is what that was.
Yeah, but what's his name? He learned to fake it. He's like, Itai.
It's so terrible. So
he's like, I have to help this child. They threw a child at me.
Literally, like, just threw her.
Imagine once you would have to go back to report. Okay, so she's living with some bandits and they threw a baby at me.
She's bleeding.
But that was a nice. The lady like just forgets about Reen. Is like, oh, I have to save this child. I'll come back for you later, Reen. That's nice that she cares. Yeah, because
it's not like evil. We must capture the princess.
Not even like that. Like or selfish or like only caring for themselves. Because you might think that no, this is my child, I don't care for my child. Especially the scene when what's his name, Gulu got hurt and nobody saw him. But now we know they just literally didn't see him. Because I thought they were just being, no, take care of the child, the
nobody else
princess. Yeah, basically. But she cared about this little child with an injury.
Yeah.
They're not like down with the plebeians. You know?
That's what I thought it was originally when Gugu got his head crushed and we didn't hear anybody come to help him. But now with the perspective, he went over the waterfall. People didn't see him.
Yeah.
They just assumed someone shoved her.
Yeah.
But,
What do you think about Gugu being like, if I tell you, you'll hate me? A part of me is like,
If you tell the whole story,
but part of me is like, considering her mentality of
possible.
that it's possible that she might be angry with it. She's like, you ruined my life. Look at this scar I must live with for the rest of my life. Here's the magnifying glass. You know?
I think if he laid everything out, he'd be okay.
Yeah.
But this is anime.
Yeah, he'd be like, I don't want to shove you, and he wouldn't show the damage.
No.
As soon as he would be like, I shoved you, but I was trying to save you, and this happened to me, it would be like, okay, I'm sorry. I think. Because Reen, she's airheady, and she's a little spoiled. Not a little spoiled, she's spoiled, but she genuinely does seem to care and try, you know?
That's true.
I also expected when he was being so brutally honest that she would just run away crying, but she stood there and she argued back. So she grows to be a better character to me every time she's hot.
She did break down a little bit.
Well, yeah, but she didn't run away and say I hate you.
Okay.
You know, that would have been very immature.
Yeah.
But she sat there and like argues with him, you know, and she cries a little bit and explains her story. But
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
And then we have the Danger has fully said hello.
And the master, unfortunately, gives us the foreboding warning, no, he will not be behind you. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Dude.
he's talking to himself in the bushes.
It's true, nobody can hear him. He's just watching.
He's watching the movie. It's like us watching movies like, no, that's not gonna work, guys.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work.
I mean, it's the same. It's the exact same type of enemy as the last one. So I'm wondering, like, it shouldn't be harder. Fushi should be able to handle it. But I'm just wondering, like, is this all that's going to be? Are we just going to see these sticks come out of nowhere, or is it going to be an escalation? Because I was kind of expecting something a bit more complex the second time around.
I think it was just it's being more tricky because it knows it can't like just come head on because he'll fight him. But unfortunately, he was able to steal one. Yeah. And Fushi's passed out.
Well, it's taking his form, I think.
That
or
still
choked him out.
Choked him out, yeah, maybe. And it's currently taking the form because the things are going up. So maybe he'll change back into something else, and then maybe he'll wake up.
Child mode is terrifying.
Yeah.
For that tree stump thing.
Yeah, you'd think the little girl would be the weakest, and I guess she kind of is, but she's the fastest.
She's the fastest. She's most agile in the trees.
Yeah.
Which is how she got it, and it's how Fushi got the heart the last time. It was again because he had taken the bear, and he was as the girl and went into and got the heart of the thing back.
Yes.
So part of me wants to think
it was a lot of words that were disjointed, but yeah.
Part of me wants to feel like it's gonna be easier because he only got the little girl this time, but I'm just wondering they can't. From the anime perspective, it can't be easier than last time, so I'm wondering what it's going to take to beat it. I mean, kids coming back.
And Gugu's nearby.
Yeah.
And too close, I think. Because at least the old lady stayed away. And the tree thing didn't come at the old lady. Because the tree thing, I don't know how smart it is. Like, it could hold a hostage very easily. And then Fushi would just keep changing into everything to try and save him, and he would just keep stealing things again.
It doesn't seem like it's interested in anybody else because the lady got away. We don't see her.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm saying, that's what I was saying, I don't know how smart it is because it could take a hostage, but it didn't do that last time, and I don't know if it's just staring at Gugu right now. So I guess we gotta find out next time.
Maybe do you have something?
Oh, and I was gonna say 50% says Gugu dies.
No,
I don't.
No, please.
I know he has to, but I don't want to. No. I'm hoping that Fushi, because they're just saying, oh, so death you can change into things. Maybe he'll upgrade. He can change into just like a dire situation of near death, and suddenly we can have twin Gugus.
Maybe because he has the emotional, the understanding of what death is. He'll get scared and he'll get stimulated, and then he becomes a tree and fall on the thing.
Did not expect
We just took like our left turn.
Gotta keep him guessing.
that. Alright.
Okay.
But maybe we'll find out in the next episode, guys. Remember to hit the like button. Remember to hit the subscribe button. Also, check out our Patreon in the description to see these episodes a whole week early, as well as the uncut version of these episodes. And also check out our new Tuesday show, Tawny the Evil.
Yeah.
See you in the city. Bye.
Oh, bye.
Special thanks to our patrons: Laser, Jesse Gallagher, Q Book, Tyler Costin, and Terry Yang.